Hello, everyone. Welcome to Learning Languages Online. Today, we're going to be talking about teaching languages online, and we're going to talk about how much I made teaching English and only teaching English in 2021. Now, a lot of you might be looking at a career move, changing from one career to another. That's exactly what I did. I worked in politics for 28 years, the worst 28 years of my life. Too bad I can't get those back. I started teaching English because I liked helping people. I did it overseas. I did it in Russia. I did it in Georgia as well. And then I came back here and I started doing it full time, but kind of part time to try and make a career of it. And I have been able to do that. Now, I want to show you what I made in 2021 so you can kind of get an idea. Is this something you could do? Is this something you could be successful in? So there have been a lot of videos that kind of have different levels of um, what they say people make, but no one ever kind of reveals what they make. So what we're going to do today is I'm going to show you my Stripe account. I'm going to show you my PayPal account. Now, the great thing about this year, this is the first year that I've ever had income only from teaching. Okay. So all the other years I kind of taught, but did a lot of political work. I did political work on the side. This year, no elections going on this year. So only teaching, and everything you see on here is just one-on-one lessons. That's all, nothing more. So we're going to go into that, and maybe it's something that you'd like to do. Maybe it's something you're interested in. And if you are, look at the link down below. I am actually going to be offering a course to help people with teaching languages online. So if you want to make this something successful, it's something that you could do. And please subscribe, because I'm going to be making videos about teaching English and learning languages online. So, and actually, this isn't if you just teach English. It's if you teach French, Spanish, Japanese, whatever. So today we're going to look at how much I made and the sources of income, and for you to get an idea, is this good for you? So we're going to look at two things. I said Stripe and PayPal. Now we're going to look at my Stripe account first, because it's actually my lowest account. And the reason why is late in the year, about October. I started using Stripe almost exclusively for my website. Okay, and if you are interested in my website, go to justsayitenglish.com and take a look. Take a look at how it is. So I started using Stripe as a form of payment all the time on there, and I encourage my students to do that as well, because PayPal charges a lot of money when it comes to this. So what we're going to do is we're going to look at my Stripe account first, see how much I have made, and then we're going to look at PayPal and then see the overall amount. In addition, I'm still waiting. We can add this on at the end for $309 to come from Italki. You'd go to my PayPal, so that's not in my numbers yet. So let's go over to Stripe and take a look at that. So if we look at my Stripe account here, you can see that overall I have made $6,130. Now this is all exclusively from my website. Again, even though it says February to December, I had a Stripe account, but I never did anything with it at all. So this is something that is just totally, it's not accurate. I really started in about October. So this is what I get for Stripe, 1,630. And if you are using a website, if you have your own website, Stripe is about a percentage to a percentage and a half cheaper than PayPal. PayPal increased their rates by about 1%. And you have to realize, if you do, let's say, 1,500 lessons over a course of a year, I mean, you're talking about hundreds or thousands of dollars that you could be losing just by offering PayPal instead of Stripe. And actually, what I'm going to be doing in the next few weeks is, for those who use PayPal, I'm going to be charging an extra service fee so that people are more encouraged to use my Stripe. So this is what I have on Stripe, $6,130. Now, we're going to go ahead and look over at PayPal. Now, PayPal is what I had my website on most of the year. If I do anything on Italki, on Verbling, I haven't done any lessons on Verbling for 2.5 years. Okay, it's not even a source of my income, but it's mostly my website and some Italki as well. So we're going to look at that and see what it is. So let's go ahead and look at PayPal. So if we look at PayPal now, we can see that my total income that is coming to PayPal, $36,791. Now, don't look at the average order number and the transaction number because they're a little bit misleading. And why? If somebody buys a package on my website, it will all go in as one amount. And also, if you get money coming in from Italki, for example, and you get a $1,000 or $1,500 payment coming in to Italki, it's going to count that transaction or that order as $1,500. So when you see $93, it's not how much I'm getting per lesson. I wish that would be really nice, but it's just kind of all certain things. So you do have some people who purchase only one lesson. You have some people, I just had a student yesterday purchase 14 lessons, right? So it evens out, and this is kind of what the average is that comes in. But again, that also includes Italki as well. So it's not just from my website. So as you can see, overall, and if you put in the $309 I have, it's just a little bit over $43,000 that I made for 2012. Now, I looked at my numbers as far as the hours I worked, and it averaged to about 28 and a half hours per week I worked. And that's taken out my vacation time when I went to Hawaii, when I went to Alaska, when I went to Austin, Texas. So I take that out. I don't include that. So the time that I did work was only 28 and a half hours. And personally, myself, I know I could have done more. I didn't really push myself to do more. There were some weeks I said, 25 is fine. Some weeks, 30 is fine. The worst, best or worst, depends on how much it takes a toll on you. I said worst because it took a physical toll on me. I did 44 hours in 1 week. But that's a good thing about this job. If you want to do 44 hours, you can do that. If you want to do 20 hours, you can do that. It's all up to you. So I wanted to show you these numbers. Now, one other thing. How much of my money came from Italki? Now, I still have a lot of students on Italki who prefer to pay through Italki. Now, my lessons are actually substantially more on Italki than they are on my website, but some people, either a company pays for it or they just do it because of some scheduling issue or whatever. About 35% of my income came from Italki. So that means that 65% of my income came from my own students coming to my website and booking. Okay. And I'm going to be talking about booking apps and other things in future videos to kind of set yourself up. But if you want to sign up for the course that I'm going to do in March, now it's going to be a teachable course. It's something you can sign up for and do. Go ahead and click on the link below, sign up for that, and we can get you on your way to doing this. So I wanted to show this because I've seen videos where people say, oh, you can make, $300 a week. Okay. You make more than that. Then I saw one video. It's like, oh, you can make $100,000 a week teaching English online. That person's full of shit. Okay. I'm just going to tell you right now, that person, again, didn't show any numbers, didn't show any data, just said, oh yeah, you can make $100,000. There's scammers everywhere, right? And for me, I worked in a field of scammers and politics for 28 years. I couldn't deal with it anymore. And you probably have that too. You probably have some job that you just don't want to be part of. Or you have something that just shackles you to a desk and you want to be able to travel the world. 2 weeks from now, 2.5 weeks from now, I'm going to be traveling to Athens, barring some certain virus that's going around. But, you can have that life. You can enjoy your life. And you don't have to live on a shoestring. You can actually work to build and make this a good business if you want to. And that's what I've been working very hard to do over the last few years. and it's now paid off. So I want to thank you all very much. If you are interested, go to the link, sign up for the list, and you will be informed as soon as I have this program ready. The whole program is about how you set up your business, how you do your marketing, how you should look at business. When do you raise your prices? How do you test your prices and things like this? So this is what's made me successful, is that I'm not just a teacher, I'm also a business person. And in this business, you really have to be both. I've seen a lot of people who are just teachers and cannot succeed because they don't know the business aspect of it. I know people who say, oh, this is a great way to make money. And look, he's showing me how to make money. But they're shitty teachers. Okay. You can't have, you have to have both. You have to be a good teacher and you have to be somebody who is business savvy as well. And I've mentioned that in my other videos before. So go to my channel, subscribe. Well, you're at my channel already if you're watching this video. Subscribe and look at the other things, because it's not just if you build it, they will come. It takes work. It takes a lot of work. And in this way, this program I'm going to give you, well, not give you, it's going to be a charge. You can see all that information on the website. It'll help you push you in the right direction. But it's important that you yourself are the ones that are able to make it work. So thank you very much for joining me today. I wanted to give you a little insight into what it is that I made this year. And, we have a good new year. Have a happy new year. Enjoy wherever you are. Be safe. And hopefully 2022 is a year that you start teaching. Or if you're teaching right now, you're going to improve and be able to hit the goals that you want. That's what we all want to do. So thank you all very much. Have a wonderful new year. And I will see you again in 2022. Have a wonderful year, even though there's only 3 days left. Bye-bye.